news. Okay, let's start
But
again.
is this something that we could share publicly, Satya? Just want to make sure.
No, this is private. This video is private.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's only
Okay.
public, only between you and me, and just the three of
Mm,
us. Yep.
okay.
Yeah, because of the song that we wrote for the Sea Game,
Yeah.
in which I perform as well. It has been recognized nationwide. I'm pretty sure overseas as well that we're the team to be reckoned with. You know, the force to be reckoned with. And they're so proud of the reaction, of the positive reaction from the population, and they say we want your team to be the official um, writers, composers for the ministry, and whatever other ministry required for us to do the song, right? And so that's great news. And also the prime minister is requesting to see us.
Wow.
Yeah,
Exciting.
because
I need a
apparently
drink. I need a drink for that one.
apparently, right? This one I heard from the minister. He said the prime minister read the lyrics, he listened to it, and it brought him tears, and because it was so touching. Um, so I don't know what else to say. It's just amazing feeling. So now we're officially recognized throughout the kingdom that we're we're a bunch of passionate songwriters that strive only for the best, and we're here now. And
Mm,
now the prime minister is granting us access to meeting him. So that's great, right?
that's awesome. Awesome
Yeah.
news.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You must have
Mm.
charmed the pants out of him during that meeting, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it was your word that closed the deal.
Yeah. It's because because everyone I post something on TikTok and it exploded. Everyone's like, "Who wrote the song? Who wrote this song?" I'm like, wow, wow, wow. I thought the overseas people wrote it. I'm like, no, Khmer, the kids Khmer here wrote it. Yeah, our team wrote it, and so now it's got to the point where it needs to be recognized for our work. You know,
Mm,
other politicum like Galaxy and Hongmi and all that, they did their own song, their own thing, but they got the recognition they did they for the work that they did. But for us, because it's a theme song, right, and we never got recognized, and that's a shame because this song is the theme song, and because we didn't have any big players behind us, it kind of get lost. You know what I mean? It's like
mm, mm,
So now because it's being recognized on TikTok and other social media, the ministry and the prime minister, they need to come out and say, look, this is the team that wrote the song. We need to recognize them, and you know, for we should deserve what we did that work for.
yeah. So this is really amazing because I think we could, Satya, I think we could leverage this support from the prime minister and the different ministries within
Mm,
your reality show. When you go meet
yeah.
with them, and then
Mm,
they get, because what I recognize, the ministries here love to showcase. So they
yes.
always welcome media, especially if
Mm,
it's highlighting the good things that they're supporting and doing.
mm,
So I would leverage that connection for you to just get people on board as well, right? And also, I mean, the ministry could be a big sponsor for us. I mean, not necessarily funding. They're not going to give you any. I don't think so. But perhaps just being able to have their logos on, all of your videos and things like that. That's you're being supported by them. I think that could also help to give your brand a little bit boost
mm,
in terms of government support here in Cambodia. Just like we
yeah.
would do with any big sponsor, but other big sponsor would be their
Mm,
products or their service or their brand. So I think the ministry as a backing would also be a
mm.
good.
They can do a lot more than that.
Okay.
For example, if you need to shoot a music video in a place that are not accessible to
Mm,
the general, they
yeah,
allow us because
yeah,
we're the team. We need to
yeah,
do songs and represent the whole nation. So They
Yeah.
definitely give us access to all those places that are restricted, very restricted.
Okay.
You know, so that's
Yeah. So I
another.
think besides funding, you could use them for whatever else we have access
Yeah.
to get more views and things like that. Okay.
Hmm.
Very exciting news and congratulations. It sounds like it's
Thank you.
a
Yeah.
we are
I mean,
having
we got the recognition that we deserve. You know, with this bunch
yes.
of kids, they out of nowhere. They don't have any production company behind them, but just the will to succeed.
Mm,
And you know, it's a dream come true for them. And for me, being a team leader and to support them in any way I can.
mm.
Um, yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, just want to double down what she said.
Mm,
Congratulations.
mhm.
This is what I was expected that when I wrote you that little message.
Yeah.
Stand tall, stand strong, stand confident. They're
Yeah.
gonna see right through you. They probably
Hmm.
want more from you than you want from them. But I
Mm.
would ask you, what of our rules and policy is what? No politic.
No politics. Yeah.
As long as we support the Khmer Kingdom and support
Mm.
the tourism and
We're,
good
we're,
deeds, it's
we're in
fine.
no shape or form taking sides.
Yep,
We
we
just
don't
do our
talk about
work.
politics. Yes, as
Yeah,
long
we
as you
just
keep
do our
that to the
work. We just inspire people not
yep,
to take one side and blame the other and vice versa. We don't do that. We're just here to do the work and make sure it's inspiring and uplifting people
yes,
and bring all Khmer from all walks of life, from all political sides, you know, it's coming together really. And that's
right,
what we're here
exactly.
for.
So yeah, that's exactly we want to unite, collaborate, and cooperate. It doesn't matter who it is, what side you believe in, what religion you in. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind that we don't want to divide. We don't want to take
Mhm.
side.
Yeah.
And there's no ego
Mm.
on our side. Like
Mm.
we'll work with anybody. We'll work with the people that dislike you in the past. Well, we'll work with them. We'll find a way to collaborate with them and make them realize, holy
Hey,
macaroni, I cannot believe how
we
much you've grown.
we got so much leverage already, so they have to be with us. If not, they're losing out, right? There
Absolutely. See,
you
I
go.
I spoke to it the right time at the right moment, didn't I?
You did.
I
It
sure
happened for
did,
a
huh? We were that close to not happening, right? We were
uh-huh.
that close. I'm so glad that you gave me the opportunity to share the vision and with you and I it's just like a dream. Just like we
Mm.
we talk about the dream of I'm ready to step aside to turn it over to the four horsemen. And you
Mm.
know who the four horsemen is already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should I mention it to Kim?
Well, why not?
The four horsemen, we already got one. So that's the guy sitting right here across from you.
Mm,
Mm.
The third one is Vanda, Van Tan, and G. DeVitch. If those
Mm.
four are able to collaborate and take over this label,
Mm.
mm.
I step aside. I don't give away 100% of that. Just take care of my legacy. That's all.
Mm.
I'm ready to step aside. If Vanda, Van Tan, and G. DeVitch come talk to Satiya, and Satiya have built that chemistry, collide with them in chemistry, and and force that powerful, unstoppable force, I step
Mm.
aside and let them do what they want to do with Ankle Crown, Kabam Ubami, ACMM Pro. I step aside from
Mhm.
that company. I let them take over and rebuild a great Khmer empire through music.
Mm.
And then we start. Then we're gonna go ahead and talk to Peter Pans to see if he want to take over short film or movies. And then we'll raise
A-
fund the same way to do the short film and movie the same way.
Any updates from him?
I spoke to him, and then we got cut off, and then he had to run, and he'd been busy. So I did
Mm.
share all the summary, share all of our founders' information because I do trust him. Just that moment of collision, I feel the vibration, feel the vibe, feel the energy. So I feel that trust from him already. So that's why I share those information with him
Yeah,
already.
he has access to Hollywood um, elite, I guess you can say that, and also you know all the directors that he worked with. He's been like 12 Hollywood movies already, so he's
Wow.
a good asset to have.
Yeah, well, the first thing he said to me was, "You must be pretty special for Satiya to Satiya must have trust for him to refer my name to you
Oh,
or you
yeah.
to me." He said, "Yeah." He was like, "Who are you? I mean, I never heard about you before." Well, I
Yeah.
told him I've been hiding away for 38 years. So, but we did connect it. It took me probably about 5-10 minutes to share the summary with him, and he was pretty impressed. I told him how we connected and how our energy collide and forge into this superpower, unstoppable force, and he was very proud of it. So,
Good.
I mean, we're starting good relationship with him already. I want to get DY Sao back on track again.
Oh, they're friends, by the way. Dia Sao and Peter Fan.
That's perfect because
Yeah.
I make a promise to DY Sao that he doesn't know anything about business. And I said, anything got to do with business, leave it to me. But when I started, I will come back to you. And I wanted to put together the Khmer MMA Academy.
Yeah.
But we have to start with what bring the money in, which is the Jiu-Jitsu, the Muay Thai, the Sambo, the all those forms that are actually people go in and take martial art. And then we said, hey, we got class for Gun Khmer, we got class for Bokuto, and add-ons. We also teach that. So like an add-on, but we don't want to make a primary as Gun Khmer and Bokuto, but we want to focus on things that will bring us money for the investor. So, and then we can add on Gun Khmer. Now we can say, hey, I go to that class. Matter of fact, Sapon just have Tommy Guns. He's in mixed martial arts fighter, and he actually said he learned Gun Khmer. So I told Sapon to hook me up with him and wrote a little message there. I was part of the podcast, but not within, but I was on the outside communicating with them.
Gun Khmer has been exposed heavily in recent time. So that's what attract people to learn more about Gun Khmer.
Yeah, we want to make that mainstream. But for us to generate money from an investor, we just have to focus on what is making money, and then we add on Gun Khmer little by little. And before you know it, that people want to realize, holy moly, it's almost the same as Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Gun Khmer, right? So
Gun
once
Khmer.
I put that, once I found the co-founder, vice president, director of MMA, Khmer MMA Academy, that's when I'm going to put proposal together for him, and then I go back to DY Sao and propose that, hey, I'm ready. You told me to put this together and come back to you. Here I am. I'm going to repropose to him, but I want to have something solid first before I go back to him, because he's a very busy man. So I understand that. Gotta give him space and respect. So that's where I'm at right now with that. What else do you want to talk about? Maybe we should talk first before we go into the funding. Anything else should we add? Okay, let's go directly to the funding. Let's talk about your public and private reality show. So we can definitely bring money in from the marketing, advertising, brand collaboration on that. Same thing with Satiya Super Fan 100 Wish Granted, that we can also generate through that. We're going to find a super fan director. He or she will be responsible for finding and validating, confirming, and checking, make sure that this person that you're going to go see and surprise not crazy.
Yeah.
Put you in danger, right? So something like this, we want to grant their wish up to 100. And then for them to grant, they have to be a membership. They have to, take some time and raise some funds for you to do your video, give them, right? So those are things that's on my head. And then business collaboration, that's from Kim's idea from the first time we talked about. So this is just an extension of what Kim and I spoke about. That would be the fastest way we can raise fund. And then Kim said, hey, instead of just offering it to me, because I told her, when somebody uses their own money to invest in you, they're going to work very hard to make sure you're successful. So that's what I was trying to stick to that gun. But after talking to Kim, I do love her idea. I do love her vision, and I want to respect her. So I said, let's go ahead and jump in the meeting with Satiya, and whatever Satiya decided to do, we agree upon. Let's start implementing and let's start executing it. So Kim, you want to fill him in? Why do you feel so strongly about going to local business and search for sponsorship? Or in this case, I don't call it sponsorship. I call it advertisement. That's what I call it. So I want them to advertise their brand, their products within your video. So if they have a restaurant, we want to make sure we set up shoot a theme, like maybe a split second, maybe a 3-second or 10-second of the restaurant, and that will give them, hey, with the name we're eating, boom, shoot out to another scene, right?
So all business have been Cambodia, right?
Yeah, this is all Cambodia. You have to shoot in Cambodian. Yes.
So let me explain why I came up with the idea of supporting you, Satya, in terms of you wanting to produce like a first video, right, with your first music written. Okay. So Chris mentioned his side, and then he mentioned what you have requested. So I was thinking we put that together where we satisfy what Chris wants to do for long-term vision, and then what you would like to do immediately, because in your mind, it does make sense that we produce a video as fast as possible because it does sell more, right? I mean, when I say sells more, people are more enticed and attracted to that when they can see it, they can hear it. So I understand that point. But there's also a component of funding, right? If we want to create a video that is not accessible at the moment. So the only thing that we have now is enough for you to create one song. And so what I'm looking at is whatever we have now is what we need to use to raise fund. And that fund can come and support you to create the video that you want immediately without having to wait for additional investors. And the way we could do that is take what we have now from you and anything else that you want us to show and highlight from your past work. This is also why it's important to say, hey, Satya has been doing this for the last 20 years, and he has a fan base of this much, and each of his video can generate this many views, right? For example. So there's those things that we want to know and be able to share with I'm not sure about small businesses. I'm open to helping to promote you through small business and get sponsorship, but I do have access to larger institutions like the bank, telco. So those larger enterprises that I think will see this more as a sponsorship, right? Where they could say, hey, if we can have Prince Bank in throughout your videos, right? Then we're okay with that. So my idea is if we want to get you something more solid that we could also use together to pitch to get, because our goal is to get 30 songs, so we're going to need as much things as possible to be able to sell along the way. You're not going to get all 30 songs right away. We were only actually talking about only 5 to kind of just get it launched, right? And but we still have to continue to work to get all the songs that you guys have envisioned. So I think in that sense, we should not only just focus on getting like investors and other leaders to pitch in, but we have larger institutions that would welcome, you know, this type of branding for them. So, but we also need to, but when it comes to business, they also needs to have data to show. That's why it's important to say, you know, just like just like when we have to share our profile, our CV, you know, to them and say, we've been doing this and, you know, this is the type of clients that we serve. This is a service that we serve. And then they can see if it's beneficial for them or not. So that's my pitch to Chris. And second thing is, you know, I want to be an investor in what you do in this space, and that's the reason why I jumped on this opportunity when Chris mentioned it. The one thing that I'm thinking is if I'm gonna spend time and my own resources to go and get sponsorship, that fund's gonna come right back, whether it's for you to create this song, additional song, or put together a video, whatever the case may be, they all need funding. Is that will be the funding that I'm proposing to consider as an investment if I'm able to get those sponsorship. It shouldn't have to
Yeah.
be just money come out my bank account, right? Like it wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
matter where the source is coming from, as long as the funding, as long as we receive the funding in order to support you and your team to
Mm-hmm.
create the songs and to make the videos that you guys need, in order for us to help you along the way and then get you into the big stage for the 45 days global tour. So
Yep.
that's my idea, and that's what I pitched to Chris. I said we shouldn't just, go through individual by individual to get the funding. I think with companies, some of these fundings that we need may not be as hard to get as it is from individual.
And
So,
she's right.
um,
And I didn't want to take the easy route like that because I want this to be valuable. I want to. That's why I keep saying to you, you're giving them an opportunity of a lifetime when they become, when they invest in you. There's a lot. That's not too often artists would offer that. Not company would offer 80% away, 20% to me, 60% to investor. That's just insane.
and I
Yeah.
told Chris there's 30 songs, so he still have the opportunity to go talk to as many people as he want and start
Yep.
sharing the wealth, right? Because I mean,
Yes.
ultimately, that's what we want to do is to get
Yes.
as many people as possible to support you, and that's how they get their return, right? Is through your
Yeah.
Yes.
work
And
and through
I
your
was
output.
telling
So
Kim, it's important to Satiya that he would offer this opportunity to Khmer family, Khmer leaders, Khmer co-founder, Khmer investor first. And that's why, because it's as easy as for me to put my own money in, or I go to a big corporation or one investor and then give it all up, but we have no control. So but it's no meaning. But if we give it to our Khmer family, Khmer businesses, and Khmer co-founder and Khmer leaders around the world, now we're doing something special for them, spreading the wealth among ourselves. That's the reason why I proposed that to Satiya, and Satiya proposed that to me, and we both said, I think we're on the same, same thought process here. We want to spread the wealth to, not to the rich. We don't want the rich gets richer, but we want my family to start building generational wealth. And once they make that money, we want to help them plan your money, secure and guarantee return of investment. So that's how we're going to move forward. But I love your idea of saying, look, Chris, why don't we do exact same thing? Empower those co-founders, empower those Khmer leaders, tell them to do exact same thing what Kim is doing, and then you take that money and we put into that 60%. I said, okay. If that's the case, because they're still support, own, invest by Khmer people like her. And that's what we wanted. So I said, not too many people are that intelligent to think that out, because it's all in my head, but I didn't want to do that because now we're contradicting our plan of action of spreading the wealth. That I did fight with her a little bit, trying to persuade her to my way, but she took a war with me, just like me and you. So she won. She took a war and she won. So I said, okay, if that's what you want, let's take a talk. Let's talk to Satiya and propose to him and see what he thinks. If Satiya said yes, we'll go for it. If Satiya said no, then we'll go back to his original plan of action to spread the wealth among Khmer family, Khmer leaders and Khmer's investor, smaller investment, 10 investor. So it's up to you, Satiya. The decision is yours. I could go both ways, but now I do love her ideas. I respect her vision, and I do see that it's going to work as well. But I never thought about having her and then let the opportunity to all the Khmer co-founder. They have to be a co-founder to do that. If they're not, we won't give that opportunity to them. So that's another benefit of being a co-founder, early co-founder.
I'm happy with either way, as long as for me it's about the fun, right? Because I can't do anything without the fun. So whatever ways to bring the fun, I'm okay with that.
But you have to remember, if you say that again, then we could easily get one big investor. The guy that want to give me $10 million, and I rejected him because he want to be a solo investor, and he doesn't want to tell me.
I'm not talking about one big guy with the money. I'm talking about
right. And so
now
now you're
group of people,
contradicting your ultimate vision. See what I mean? I mean, we have to be careful how
Yeah.
we said that, how we follow our decision.
Mm.
So this is where
True.
ethic principle comes in. This is where your business trait comes in. This is where your personal trait comes in. So you have to ask yourself all the questions to make sure that your formula is fit perfectly. So if you said that, then now I can go back to that guy and say, I take your $10 million because he doesn't care where you get the money from. See what I mean? He doesn't care to spread wealth. So now we don't want to go that direction. Now it's become a mess. So we have to stick to our gun. But I like what she's proposing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, I like it so much because she proposed something that I didn't think of. That why don't I let co-founder do that, and then let them use that money into the 60% investment. Let them be the support and own and invest through the money they raise, fundraising, whatever. That's their.
I think it's a great idea. Why don't we do that?
I think so too.
Yeah.
She won. I already told you. She won. She won my tech award. I gotta give it to her. Yep.
I mean, for me, it's I look at all sides, right? Chris was saying, you know, at one point he threw out something about why don't I have a bunch of people and then utilize the money and become like a group of investors. I don't want to do that, because if we have individuals that do have money, I would rather they also become part of the investment with you. But if we're talking about large sponsorships, such as the bank, such as, you know, telco, such as pharmaceutical companies, those are some of my access. I'm thinking, you know, it's not an individual, so we're not supporting those type, right? Our main idea is that we want to support Khmer individuals, and that could be Khmer individuals or Khmer owning small family businesses. That's who we want to support, not the big corporation. But why not leverage the big corporation if we have the opportunity? I mean, at the end of the day, we still get the funding and we can still support you that way, versus talking, how many people do you have to talk to get the funding that you need? If we could speak to a couple of the big sponsorship and still give us access as the co-founder to be able to support you. So that way you can produce the things that we've been wanting you to produce. I think it's just finding all the different channels possible, because at the end of the day, you can't do anything without funding.
But
Right.
someone needs to put together a report or a biography about me, my recent achievements, and now with the ministry work.
Yep.
So all of that needs to be on the paper in order to have a better leverage.
100%.
So, Chris, I was thinking for investment pitch, we're going to need that, because some of the data that we talked about, you've mentioned that you will have Josh gathered.
Josh will have all this information, yes. And also Mike also willing to step in and help. So he already sent me the stuff that I sent to you about ACMM Pro. He did that for me, but he doesn't know that I already have that already. And then he also did the investment. Did I share that with you, Satiya? I think I forwarded to you but I wanted to compare it to Josh first before I share with Josh, because I didn't want to distract him from what Mike is thinking, right? So we don't want to mention the Josh, but it looked like Mike is impressed with what we're doing with all the co-founder we're doing with those profile flyer to help us do some marketing, advertising, promotion. And that also help her, help you, help me, and help all the co-founders to go out there and say, what's this about? And then they're going to call me up and said, we talked for 10 minutes, and then boom, they're on board. That's what we want. So now, one of the other things that I argue with Kim about was I give her Narak's scenario. Narak donated money to an artist, and she never get what she was promised, and now they don't talk to each other anymore. So what I suggested to Kim was, my approach was to approach somebody like Narak that making the $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 a month, and then let her to come to us, not to do a donation or contribute, but now I want her to put that money toward investment, be it support, own, and invest. That's what I was thinking when I debated with her. So that would be my quickest way to get the fund for you, is to talk to 100 Narak, and Narak have all the connection. to all the businesses, to all the event coordinator, to all the Khmer leaders. She's like, whatever you need, Bong, let me know. And you need to also meet Narak, and you also need to talk to Dr. Rexmi. You guys going to be very powerful women, and I want to see all Khmer to become Wonder Woman, powerful. And I get you connected to all the ladies Khmer leaders, and then you do your charm, you do your magic, connect them all together. And that's what I like to see you do as well, Kim. I envision that about you as well. So we're good with that. So yes, the answer is yes to your proposal, Kim, based on what Satiya is saying. We got to put together the contract agreement for that, so that we have some leverage, and then we're also going to give a list of everything we need from you, Satiya. And I know from the beginning that you're willing to do whatever it takes to help us raise that fund, even from the beginning of our conversation. Because we did compare you with my last one, which is not willing to do anything. So, boom, boom, boom. So are you okay finding a super fan director to check and double check, confirm, and approve that super fan that want to meet you, their wishes want to meet you in person? We need that, Kim? Because I don't know if I pitched this to you yet. If I share this with you yet.
Yeah, we're super fan. I mean, people who wants to have the opportunity to meet Satya.
Yes, that's called 100 Granted Wish.
Yes.
So that would be our title. It's one, like Satiya Superfan 100 Wish Granted. So that means,
when does that happen?
No, whenever he go on tour, it doesn't matter, small tour, middle tour, or the big one. It's just wherever he's at, he's gonna make that extra trip to go eat, go to follow their work, go to the so he's not burdened to fly to strange places without no particular reason. They have to be where he's gonna be performing to touring. It could be a small event, could be a large event, could be a medium event.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna find a director that will do all the work for you. Okay. So, and then everything we do, we're gonna do a public reality with you. Is everything you go in public, you share that with them, and then anything you do a bit more privately that you want to get them tap into, whatever you want to share, that's up to you. I'm not here to judge anything, but just be careful. So because your reputation is on the line, and your reputation in everything. So the cash cow might go away if you're not be careful.
No, I'm very careful. Don't worry.
Well aware of that. Okay, very good, very good. So that being said and done, I think we got everything we needed then, right?
If you need anything from me, just let me know. Photos.
Yeah, we need the testimony. We need a testimony video. We need a bio. We need you already did the individual founder, CEO, founder, and vice president of music operation. We did that for you already. Josh is in the process, get that done. I think the only thing you have to do right now is do that video testimony about you instead of having it written. Now it's coming from you. Kim, you agree to that?
A video is better than a written. Yes.
Yeah, we'll have both. We have both. Because I have people ask me, hey, can you send me a brochure? We don't have a brochure. I have a summary. I don't have a brochure yet, but if the brochure is going to be the big one that I shared with you earlier. So, and we need you to talk to, is it Scott that did the interview with you? Was it Scott?
Again?
Is that Scott that did interview with you, the magazine? Was it Scott's name?
Yeah.
So we want Scott to do the interview. We want Cameron to do your interview. We want Dr. Rexmi to do your interview. And we would like to have Kim do an interview with you, because I think you're going to the podcast with the woman as well. So maybe we can start you as that. And I give you an interview. And then Sapan will give you an interview.
Yeah.
So, but it's going to be a virtual interview just like this. We record it, we'll play it, and we'll give you, because I think I can make you solo right now, right? And then you can talk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can do exit layout, and then we can go back to that. And when you talk, and then we go big screen on you, and then we ask you a question, and then we go to big screen on you, and you explain, your vision, your plan of action, but you and I
This is
have
the
to.
video testimony.
I'm sorry.
You're talking about the video testimony.
The video testimony is yourself. You and your team will put it together, just like the video that you did for me, that you share with me.
Uh-huh.
Just give an
I'm gonna
update of
need
what.
some. I'm gonna need some, I guess, script
Guidance.
or some sort of format to follow.
Yeah, Kim and I can work something. Kim, I'm sorry for
Yeah.
speaking for you. Would you like to help put together a script for him and give him some guideline of what we want?
Is this like, maybe this is like your own bio, Satya? Is this what you want to do?
I don't
You
know
want
what
to,
the video testimony is all about, so you guys have to help me out.
yeah. Um, do,
Yeah, I
so
personally
maybe
think.
we, yeah, let's put together. I think a little bit about your background, a little bit was driving your passion for this project. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
He,
I think that should be enough. And then your team. I mean, if they could be part of the interview, or they could,
yep.
you could mention them, that would be great as well. So we always want to make sure that people understand it's a teamwork. You have a team supporting you. I mean, at the end, that just shows a different side to you, and not just you being you and creating everything on your own.
Yeah, just basically go, step by step. Here's what we accomplished. We've been doing for 20 years. Here's my team. We signed a contract with the Ministry of Tourists. Just did a sea game. Now we get a call, and we get close to have relationship with the stronger relationship with the Prime Minister. Meet the Prime Minister, all that stuff, and then you're working on this 30 song, and then you have this big event coming in. We're gonna do medium event. We're gonna do small event that lead into this big event, yearly event, Khmer New Year. So bring all Khmer leaders together, to bring everybody together in person, and also do fundraising to help NGO and 501c. Boom.
Okay, Chris, write for me.
So I'll list down some questions
I'll,
and
I'll,
then pass
I'll
it on
add
to you.
some. I add something personal as
I
well.
will use GPT on that one. Artificial intelligence.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, whatever tools we can use to make it quicker and easier
Yeah.
for us, we could do that.
Yeah, Sapon know all about that, and I'm gonna call him after this. I'm gonna talk to him about the GPS, and we'll talk about it a little bit. I wanna start using it. I haven't used it yet, so I want to explore that, what its capability is gonna be, and then maybe I just, try it out, see where it go. But I don't want to get distracted, because I like to trust what's in here. Because I work my best when I'm solo and by myself, and I just trust myself, trust what's in here. So that's why I haven't tapped into it yet. I heard great things about it though, because he just played Drake's song, just played JC song, and it sounded exactly like them. And it, who it wrote it and know who sang it? AI. It was insane. Yeah, it's insane, but
Yeah,
it's not authentic.
I've seen the one with Bill Gates. It exactly
Yeah,
sounds like him. Like, not just even the topic of discussion, but even the tone and the
yeah,
the way that he would speak. It's all replicated.
yeah.
So it's like to the
Cloning,
spec. So I was like very, very impressed.
artificial cloning. And then the
Okay.
next step, then we ask them to do the interview with you, with me, with Sapon, with Cameron. And then once that's done, Josh should be done with his stuff. We add on what Mike have to put in. All that package is done. Make it to PDF file, video. Boom. We'll send it to people like Narak. We'll send it to the Superfan director to see if we can get 100 Women's Wish to be part of your venture. And then for them to do it, they sign up for a membership fee plus whatever they give them opportunity of a lifetime. Right?
Yeah.
That definitely
Chris,
will
what's
work.
all the interviews for?
I'm sorry?
What's the purpose of all the interviews you just mentioned with different people?
Oh, just basically talk, just pretend he's at a TV show, with Jimmy, and it's like, hey, what you've been up to, just having fun, interview, interactive, just like what I did with your husband, something very easy, fun, that just question after question, and then he just answer accordingly. So that one, he doesn't need to practice. It's just a matter of live interaction. But I will give him all the agenda, so he know that, hey, what we're going to ask first, does he can line him up, and he can time himself how he also practice what he want to say. So I will do it with him as well to make sure he speak clearly and smoothly and straight to the point, and very confident that you have something big right now coming up, and you're giving people an opportunity of a lifetime. And we have to persuade that through him. He have to persuade that through his video. Why should people get involved with his 45-day tour? Why should get involved with his 30 song, and why does he should try to help him rebuild the Great Khmer Empire through, finance and business, unification, collaboration, and cooperation, through building generational wealth, plan your money tree, stuff like that. But you don't have to go that deep, because that's something that I do when I speak to co-founders, potential prospect. So are we good with that? So now I can go back to put together the layout, and then I submit it to Kim, and Kim can take it from there, what she want to add, and then she does her magic. And then after that's done, we'll come back to you. So I probably could get this done by tomorrow or the next day. And then I don't know how much Kim need to verify and look at or change and edit, make an adjustment. I don't know how long. That's up to her. So for me, I need to tomorrow, and if I need extension, then I need another day, depending how my schedule is.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, I'll submit to Kim. And once Kim's done, then we can start executing your video testimony. And then I start setting up an interview with you, with Kim, with Cameron, with Sapon, and with myself. And then once that's done, then Joshua would be done with the summary of the company and then investment data and all that stuff. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm good now.
Yep.
I've kind of took over the reality show, Satya, in terms of having like a concept note of what it's, so we can sell that idea to get people to not only volunteer or to collaborate in producing the videos, but also maybe get some sponsorship for that as well. So I put together like a concept, like I said, a concept note. But I have a few names that maybe I'll send out in the group. I was gonna read out to you, but you can tell me which one you prefer.
Okay. Sounds good.
Now, we do have a rule that no one investor would own more than 20%. Just keep that in mind, Kim.
Yeah, I understood.
Okay.
So Satya, I just sent in the group chat. So there's a Satya experience. Sorry, did I spell your name wrong or?
No, that's right.
Okay. So the Satya experience, behind the scenes of a world tour. Satya unveiled the making of a musical masterpiece. Satya's Odyssey, a behind the scene look at the world tour. Making the music with Satya, a journey to remember Satya's world tour, the road to greatness, and inside Satya's studio, the making of a world tour.
Right, beautiful. And then with the local business restaurant, relationship with that, right? That's wonderful. And then, so with that, and then with the super fan, and then that would be what Kim is doing with that public and private show, right? Yeah, that's perfect, Kim. I think that's wonderful. Yeah.
But which one do you prefer for the show to be called, Satya?
I have to go and have a look.
Okay. Doesn't have to decide now, but those are some of the options.
Session. We have different scene. We can do all of it is good. Maybe we can do episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and episode 6. Yeah, do all of it, Kim. I think it's wonderful title for any of this. just stick with what you have, and we do episode 1, Satiya expand behind the scene for the world tour. Episode 2, Satiya's making of a music masterpiece.
You wanna make it like an episode title.
Yeah, come on, like a soap opera. Maybe we can have somebody to fall in love with him. He break up with her, break her heart a little bit, make it more interesting. You know, right?
Is it a drama series?
We'll put all that together for you. Like I said, I get
I
Stefan to
think
write the
this-
script using GPT.
I think this is taking Satya by surprise. He didn't expect us to like ask him to make any like drama series here.
Why not? Come on,
Why not?
Make our own movie.
Why not?
We make our
Why
own
not?
soap opera. Come on.
I love. You know what? I love
played the
acting.
bad guy
I
since I
studied
can't be
acting
bad.
for a few years at a college.
Oh.
Can I? If I interest in acting, I want to play the bad guy, since I can't do it in real life. At least I can act it out in the script, right?
Can you really act it out? I mean,
Oh,
as
yeah.
a bad guy, I can't see that happening.
Oh, believe me, I can act with being the bad guy. Because I can, when I do that, I imagine my brother is like trying to discipline me, and when he's mad at me, that's how I tapped it into that energy. So, but anyway, it won't take me long to put a script together, a memorized script, and do the acting. I don't think I find that difficult. So, like I told you, I'm gifted. I can do things very quick. So, whatever that is, it could be schoolwork, could be playing soccer, could be karate, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo. It doesn't matter what it was. I just like being the best. So that's just in my DNA. Want to compete and be the best. So.
So as you guys were talking earlier, I was using the GT chat.
Did
It's
you?
another version. It's not as great as GT chat because we can't actually register here without a US number. You know that, right?
What? No, I didn't
Yeah,
know
the
that.
GT chat is not open to everybody.
No.
So there's like different versions of it, and it's really cool because it put in. So I kind of gave it a command. I said I want to do a promotional pitch to promote a promotional pitch of a reality show to promote. I think something about the world tour or whatever. Using all of these titles, so the titles that you've given to me,
Yes.
and it is amazing because when I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, this is very powerful.
Wow.
So I'll read
You
a
couldn't
few
done it
things
better
that
than
you've
that,
given.
huh?
So
Well,
it
at least you
actually-
can help it to guide you too, right?
Yeah, so when you go through it, sometimes it's really because it's just a bunch of random things put together. So
Right.
but the good thing is that that's like your first draft, right?
Yes, yes.
And then you would just kind of modify, edit to whoever you may want to, depending on the audience and things like that. So it's really cool. So just the first few things, just the first few paragraphs is like, are you ready to join us on an unforgettable journey of music, passion, and purpose? So I was like, wow, okay. And then introducing our brand new reality TV show. And then we need to put a name. That's the reason why I wanted a name, but we can just go through all of those. We
just
follow
call
the
it
journey
Satiya.
of the talented
The name is Satiya.
Satya, reality show Satya.
That's
Okay.
Satiya's the name, the show. And then we have episode 1, episode 2, and then we have episode 7. Tap into local business with eat locally with Satiya, lunch, dinner, and whatever, late night, right? And then we can do episode 8. We can do Superfan, Satiya Superfan, wishes and granted wishes, right? There you go. And then there you go. You got all those episodes already. And then we can add a little drama to that. So maybe Satiya Love Life. Let's have somebody do a little Mr. Bachelor type of atmosphere. Maybe a little bit of breaking up here and there, break her
Don't
heart,
want,
break
I
his
don't want to
heart.
just fight
Hey,
over me. All right.
I saw that one you did when you broke your heart. Oh my gosh, what were you
Oh, you
thinking?
did?
Which one? Which
It's the
one?
other way, not you getting your heart broken. It's the ladies getting their heart broken, not you.
Every guys
Mm,
have their heart broken as well, not just girls.
mm.
But it could have been the other way because you're the superstar. So you cannot play the victim. You have to play the hero.
Okay, so let me
'Cause
finish
I
a
would
few this
never
paragraph.
approve that
I thought it
video.
was quite interesting, right? So
Yeah.
it says, we follow the journey of a talented musician who is on a mission to create music that not only entertains, but also makes a difference in the world.
Oh my gosh. They
Yes.
couldn't
From the
even
very
read your
beginning,
mind.
yes,
They
from the
read
very
your mind.
beginning, Satya knew they had a vision. They wanted to rebuild and empower the Khmer people to help them rise, conquer, and impact the world. And
Yes.
with dedication, commitment, and perseverance, they have brought their vision to life. So it's
That
very,
is
very powerful,
powerful.
very powerful. So I just did some
Goosebumps.
changes of some of these words to make it like very impactful when you read it, right? Through
Mm.
their music, they have highlighted the nightmares faced by Cambodians, but also the strength and power that comes with surviving the toughest of fields.
Mm.
They are the chosen
Wow.
ones, the movers, shakers, and game changers, and they are here to make history.
Hey, that's
That's
part of the
all
song
using on your
title.
title.
Mm.
Yep, that's what, because I said using the titles of the songs, I want this written in a way where it impact and empower the readers.
Wow.
So,
How about the
so
space and the galaxy?
okay, honey. So
Supernatural.
so
Yeah.
wait. As
Woo.
they create their music, they pour their blood, heart, and soul into every note, driven by an unstoppable and unforgettable passion. Satya, you better show that in your video.
I know.
Mhm.
Along
Hey,
the
hey,
way,
don't
Yeah.
forget about winning the heart and the soul of Khmer people, and they're gonna get on their knee and cry Dame River.
okay, well, that's where Satya acting has to come.
Yes,
Oh
Along the
yeah.
yes.
way,
You
along
can
the way,
trust me
they
on that.
collaborate with other. So we put on here as well. Along the way, they collaborate with other Cambodian musicians and activists, as well as
Boom.
visit the country to experience firsthand the realities of life for the people there.
Three
So that's where
Wow.
horsemen.
all your that's where it
Right
will
on.
cover.
Three horsemen
Our,
riding on the white horse.
okay,
The
honey. Oh, wait.
Khmer cultural
Our
outfit.
show Our show takes you behind the scenes and into the creative process of a group of musicians who are passionate about using their music to make a difference in the world. You'll witness the blood, sweat, and tears that goes into creating a set of songs that shed the struggles faced by Cambodians. You'll get an exclusive behind the scenes look at the writing,
I'm
recording, and
sweating.
production
I'm
process,
sweating.
as well as the
I am
challenges and
sweating,
triumph
Kim.
along the way.
I need to take my jacket off.
I know it's
Oh my
No, it's
gosh.
amazing.
so
I am
Wow.
burning fire within
right,
my head
Satya.
right
So
It
now.
gives me goosebumps.
I
yes,
know.
and it says, but this show isn't just about music. It's about the power of music to make a difference in the world. You'll see the passion and dedication that Satya and his team put into creating songs that shed light on the important issues and inspire change.
And don't forget the gift in there. What is the gift?
Yes, hold on.
What's
As
the
the
gift?
music takes shapes, I will send this to you, and you can put whatever you want to put, but then I'll
Oh my
come back to
gosh.
edit.
This is too
As the
good,
music takes
Satiya.
shapes, you'll be on the edge of your seat as Satya and his team prepares a performance that will capture the hearts and minds of people around the world.
Okay, take my
You'll
bank
witness
account.
the excitement, the nerves, and the raw
Hey,
emotion that comes with
Kim,
chasing a
here's my
dream.
bank account password. Take it. Here's my bank account. It's my password. Take it. I'm in.
I'm so serious. I'm like, this is amazing. I just start putting all these things together. I was like, oh my God, just reading it. I'm like, who's not going to be sold in this? Satya, this needs to go back to the ministry and to the prime
Yes.
minister and tell them this is what we're looking to accomplish
Yes.
with this
Yes.
project.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
My
But this
Yeah.
God.
journey is not without its challenges. They have faced meditation, setback, and obstacles, but they remain focused on their higher calling. They are
Wow.
rising and conquering, transforming and rebirthing themselves and their people.
Wow.
Their music is not just about the present, it's about creating a legacy that will last for eternity. They seek to
Wow.
establish an immortality foundation of youth to remind the world that the Khmer people will always be remembered.
Did you tap into my
Through
dream?
through their that's what no, this is from our conversation yesterday, Chris. This is through an
Wow.
inspiration from your conversation with me yesterday.
Oh, for an
Through
hour
their
and a half,
music,
you had a conversation with me.
yes, through their music, they seek to bring peace of mind to their listeners and remind them that they too can be shiny and make a difference in the world. This isn't
Wow.
just about show music, it's about rising and conquering, transforming and
Wow.
rebirthing, and inspiring people.
Woo!
So Satya, I like to uh, put this into a nice like a piece of document that you can share.
Yeah.
And if people read this, the minister, the prime minister, I promise you, they would want this project up and running. And this is
I believe
one of
so.
the things
He's gonna
for
ask
sponsorship.
you. He's gonna ask you. Let's prepare his proposal. He's gonna ask you, what would you like? What's your answer is gonna be?
Say again.
Kim and I already know the answer. I don't
You
have to
say?
discuss with Kim. I can tap into her thinking already. The vision, remember the vision between my eyes and her eyes, like we're connected. So if they ask you after you propose all this stuff, what can I do for you? They're gonna ask you that question. I can promise you. What can I do for you? They're so impressed. They can't wait to offer you things. What
They
can I do for you?
can help financially or give us access to areas that they need
Two
to
things.
music video at.
Two things. Two
Hmm?
things. Key to the
What?
city and financial stability.
Yeah.
That's two things. That's two most important thing, and something else if you want we to add to it. That's the two most important things. Somebody asked me that question, and he's that high up.
Yeah.
I would love to have a set of key to the kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to be financially stable. Leave it to him. Give you the number. Don't give him the
Yep.
number. Let him give you the number.
Sounds good. I think
And
that's
what
what we
else,
do.
Kim? What else you want to on top of
Okay.
that too? I know you were
So the
thinking those
very
two things too. I know you were
yeah, so
thinking the same thing I
the
did.
last piece to wrap it up to promote your reality show is so whether you're a music lover or a social justice advocate, our show is the perfect fit for you. Tune in and join us on this incredible journey as we witness the power of music to make a difference in the world and shed light on the plight of Cambodians.
The NGO 5013C. Oh my gosh. Wow.
So this will speak to everybody at every different level, I promise you, because it's very, very powerful what the music will be doing for the Cambodian people.
What are the three
Yeah.
things that bring us? Right? They're going to bring us all together. And we all going to seek and discover the gift. Wow.
Happiness, purposeful, fulfilling in life.
Yeah.
So it
What else?
is happiness, enjoyment, purposeful,
Enjoyment.
meaningful, and fulfilling life. And you're ready to give it away to the the person next to you. Give it away for free.
But I think what we could give to the people in terms
Yes.
of them supporting this project, Satya, is the pride of being Cambodian.
Yes.
Yes.
So as they're listening to our music, as they go through the journey with us through your reality show, all the way to you producing those music on stage, on the big stage, is the pride of being Cambodian. Whether they see that through the music, plus seeing you as Cambodian being to perform, and the team of Cambodian people.
You
That's
got to see,
pride. That's a pride that we can get, and that's what they should be able. That's what we want them to get out of this.
Satiya, you got to think
Yo.
this up. You're the second coming of Jesus Christ.
No, that's too much.
No. Seriously. You seriously, all the co-founder will bless you. All the co-founder be right there on your foot and support you. That's including me, Kim, and everybody else.
I never shared this with anybody, but I always had a calling, and I had to do something big. I knew I'm going to be something big. It's just a matter of time. And right now, for the last few years, it's showing that it's leading towards that. So I think I'm just it's my destiny to do something amazing for our culture and for our people. I really believe that.
That's why in my dream, I dream of the 4 horsemen, and you're the first one. You're leading the way.
Yeah.
They will follow you. Those 3 will follow you. I promise you. It's in my dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't wait,
And
man.
how you get so smart? How you get so smart, so elegant, so beautiful? How do you get to that point?
Justin Kim?
Yeah, you're an amazing woman. I can tell you right now.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me. I thought you were asking Satya.
Justin Kim. I'm
I
a
was like,
woman.
oh,
I was talking about
you're
his future
beautiful.
wife. I was
I
talking
can
about his
see that.
future wife. I have so many super fans want to meet you already, Satiya.
Thank
I
you.
always share a screenshot of that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just talked to another one. So yeah. So, but I know there's a lot of people that I ask about you. They love you, but they take sides. Believe me. And I'm gonna bring them. They're gonna realize you're extraordinary. You're
Yeah.
bigger, better than any artist out there. You gotta, like I said, you gotta stand tall, stand confident.
Mm.
You are the superhero in this story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
just
you, Kim. Kim, thank you so much
no,
for.
thank you.
Yeah, no, I think Kim is a very highly intelligent person, and she got a good heart. The more I speak to her, the more I get a chance to talk to her often, the more I deeply appreciate her intelligence, her elegance, and
Mm.
her calmness and cool and calm and collective. I love that about her. So, I also want to tell that to you as well, Kim. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for not accepting what I say. I like that when you do tug of war with me. I like that. And I don't mean a yes, ma'am, a yes, sir. And I was the same way with Satiya when we spoke. There was a lot of tug of war between him and I too. Right, Satiya?
Yeah.
Yep. So and I'm glad I would rather surround myself with people that stand strong, and but at the same time is willing to put themselves in my shoe and vice versa.
I was just thinking, Satya, maybe for this reality show, I may sell this whole idea and get a company to support you throughout the whole thing for the reality show.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
I
that
think
means you,
I have a an institution in mind that will probably be very interested.
if they read what if they read just your documentation you just read to us,
Yeah.
no brainer.
Yeah.
If I were that
Definitely.
guy owning that company, I said sign me up. Sign me up. When can I sign up? Where's the pen? Where's the peg? Where's the dotted line? I can't see. Show me. Take my hand and put me with a dotted line. Then put an X on
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Impressive. Impressive. So let's do that. So
Okay.
Kim, would you like to help him put together his a little testimony bio as well, since you already got this script done with a reality show? Then I put together his agenda on interview with you and with the rest of the guy, and I get things lined up for him. I put a script together. We'll put an agenda together for him and practice with him to make sure his speak is clear, make sure his speak is precise, it's direct to the point. So when people listen to him, it's people are so impressed with him. So that would, if you help me put together his testimony video, just give him some layout. Would you like to want him to include? And then I do the interview piece to get him ready in front of the camera for that
Yep.
interview. Is that okay with you? Because if not, I can do both.
You've mentioned earlier about multiple interviews. Do
Yes.
we each just want to take a piece of what we want to interview Satya about? Like if
I'm gonna
I'm
put all
like,
that together. I'm gonna put all
okay.
that together because this is gonna be episode 2. I'm not episode session. I already done season 1. I'm taking a long break and I'm gonna start season 2. That's when I'm gonna interview him, dive deep into his business. How did people get involved with him? What the benefit? What's the asset for him? What's the asset for another person? How do you get involved? How do you benefit from his business, his proposal, his vision, his plan of action? So that's
Sure.
what the interview is about in season 2.
Sure.
So season 1, I did 12. Season 2 is we're going to do dive deep into your business. That's when people talk about their vision, talk about their businesses, their plan of action, and what do they need from the people that he want to get involved. So that's what the interview is going to be about. But I like that to be on my show. But you can interview him based on ask him about his vision, based on his plan, based on the 45-day tour, based on his reality show. Just talk about that, but it's more like a fun interview. And we have the agenda and guide him. Hey, all you have to do is just focus on that question, talk to it, and then you're going to have a co-host and all that stuff to make sure he's on point, make sure, he feel comfortable, make sure he's happy, make sure everything goes smoothly. Because you can always interrupt and fill in the question and fill in the
Satya, do you have a team? Do you just have a team to write music, or you have a team that also produce videos?
I have everything. Yeah, I have both.
Oh, I see.
Mm.
I was thinking on my part, if I do the interview, maybe I'll just focus on, kind of talking about why we want to create this reality show. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Yeah, reality. Yeah, no, ask him everything, just like what I'm going to ask him. Just like a repeat video. So it doesn't matter if people watch Cameron,
Yeah.
watch Sapon. It's saying almost
So
the same thing.
you'll have some of the same answers throughout.
Yes.
For like, what's your passion about this project, and you can
Yep.
say blah blah, and part of that is the reality show will help support um, to expose more about what we're doing along the way before the big show. So
Yep.
stuff like that. But I think to Chris' point, he's correct. So we could all be asking similar questions or different questions, but your answer
In a
might
different
be
way.
the same, and
In a
that's
different
okay.
way.
Because not everybody's going to watch every single interview of you anyway, so they'll just catch some and not
Yep.
the other.
That's just the way it is. People are too busy with their lives, so we got to do something. That's why we have to have multiple interviews, so they could snip of this, snip of that, and then before you know it, they get everything.
Yeah.
Is it possible for us to do in person, Satya, since you're here, instead of like
Is it in
this?
person?
Yeah, that's why I was asking if
Yeah.
you have a video team.
Yeah, if you're
do
there,
the-
you do in person. If you're there, because I would like her, like I said, for her to be a television personnel,
Mm.
represent Cambodian, but she focused on the woman, empowering Khmer woman.
Yeah, that's fine by me too. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you
Then
can say you
I'll prepare some
also
questions and some stuff, and then we'll put in the chat group for us.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And you just tell us, prepare your answer, and then we can help. If you need
Yeah.
touch on other things, we can always add on for you.
Right.
Perfect.
And then what I could do is I can do the interview question, agenda and question and all that content. And then you can pick it back off my script. And then you write the one with the video testimony, and you send it to me. I try to also pick it back off of that, or pick it back of your your personal testimony on video. Then, so Kim, so the GPSL documentation that should be done already by the GPT. And then if you could help me put together the testimony video for him, that would help me greatly. And then I will focus on set up all the questionnaire to do the season 2. And then remember, this is also prepared for him. He's my first guest. And I would like to have Jenny Bao, who is the celebrity Neil Bling Bling. She's Vietnamese Cambodian. We want to get her to be on the second one, and then we get Narak to talk about her business, We'll get all the Khmer business to come and talk about the business, that dive deep into that business. I can bring you back in to do the dive deep into your business. I can bring in your husband back in to do dive. I can bring in Rati to do dive deep into his real estate business. You name it. But this has got to do with the business and dive deep into that, not asking general question what we did episode in season 1. Season 1, it was just a fun, generic question. And then we just make it interactive and fun and playful and all that.
Satya, have patience with us because I think this is a big project. So there's a lot of beforehand work that needs to be done and shared so we can continue to use it as we start to talk with investors to come in.
Yeah, talk
So
to
there's
your
a lot of
team.
work beforehand. You can't just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You can't just pitch with nothing and sell the
I
idea. I
know.
mean, I'm not a great
I just
talker.
need if no, if there's any way you guys can help me out, please do, because like if I just do nothing, I'm gonna go crazy. I need to do creatively with my other projects too. I've got,
So what? Let me ask you this question: what do you have personally, project-wise? What do you have right now lined up?
well, I write songs for myself and also producing
No, I'm
and
talking
also
about
work with.
financially rewarding you. Is somebody actually paying you? You're doing a personal project. Somebody actually give you money. What do you have right now that's lined up right now?
Well, work with the ministry. That's one. They're gonna ask me to write another song for para game or something to do with para games. So it's an Olympics for the disabled.
And then is financially you're going to be okay? I'm not going to ask you that personal question, but I'm going to say that you're going to be okay with that, bringing in the finance to keep you busy.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
How
Yeah,
long
but
do you take you to deliver what he wants?
I believe so. Yeah.
How long?
How long? What?
How long would it take for him to ask you to do a project? How long? Well, number one, financially, is he going to take good care of you? You don't have to tell me the amount. I'm just saying you feel comfortable what he's going to pay you, and then
Of
how
course.
long
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
will take you.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Well, it depends on the project and how big it is, or how I guess the theme song, because it's the main song. It's gonna be played back over and over again, so that's very important. So we need to like spend a lot of time on that. But other songs, take us a week or two and we're done. But certain songs require more time than that. Just depends.
So the song we do is take you about 2 to 3 weeks, and then a week to do video shooting. So
Yeah.
4 weeks for each song, and then. So Kim, how long? What's your projection on when we get all this stuff done? We'll present it to your company, the big corporation, and I present it to the small businesses on my end to get people like Narag comes in, to get all my businesses to come in. Instead of doing donation, now I ask them to be part ownership of the video, of the song.
Mm.
For
What is the
me,
question?
after we get that done, I'm probably able to raise between 3 to 4. That could give you the $2,000 time. That's 8,000 right there already, maybe more. But with her, but again, we're trying to get you cover the first song first, and then the rest is we take after that, just to keep you busy for a week, and then we take that 1 week to get additional. My co-founder together, get my business, get my family. That's when we approach all those people a little bit deeper once we have the video production. But the earlier one with people like Narak that used to donate money to artists and get nothing out of it, and only one video, and they may or may not heard about it. But now we're gonna push it a little bit farther, that become an ownership, and I think that's gonna attract a lot of attention, and that's attractive. People gonna bite on that.
Yeah, because I'm being honest with you. If I just keep on doing video calls and meetings and preparing all the paperwork and not doing what I was born to do, which is to do music, then I go crazy, because that's what I'm in Cambodia for. I sacrifice so much to lead the life that I want, which is to do music. If I'm just, doing this every day, I'm being honest with you, I'm going to go crazy soon.
I know. I did send you a lot of co-founder, didn't I?
Yeah.
And that was the reason why I told, because for us to do thing, I have to have the products in front of me before I can present all those four major component that I need to present to them. And Kim understood that, and that's
Yeah.
the reason, part of the reason why her and I spoke for an
Mm.
hour and a half regarding your request. Just your
Mm.
request alone, it took us
Mm.
an hour and a half just to go tuck a walk back and forth, and looking for a
Yeah.
solution to make you happy. But
Mm.
we need the product before we, because I have to have something to present it to Narak. I need something to present it to you
Mm.
know 10 other people that I have in mind already.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
yes, I
I
do
just hope
need
that it's gonna go as fast as as it can be. Because I leave my other projects on the side for us to do this project, this 30 song. So
what
that.
your suggestion from beginning until we get the first song done, until we
Mm.
get the video paid for. Well, we're gonna take your
Mm.
first audio and close the deal enough money to cover the first song video production. And then after that, then it should be smooth sailing, because now we have the testimony, we
Yeah.
have we have the testimony, we have the interview, we have the documentation, and then the song and the cover letter. I mean the cover. Now we're all set. Now everything would be easier for me to present to the investor. But for now, I would just approach somebody like Narak, small business that want to
I
have their
think
brand.
we should at least get a music video done for the song so that we have leverage and a product
No,
to
no,
show them, like
I'm talking about after that. That's everything would be still
other.
smooth. What I'm saying with
Yeah,
Kim is that what's the quickest way we can raise $7,000 for you?
yeah. Mm.
That's what we would discuss about.
Yeah.
Because I told her Satiya need the money and he want to do the video, and then I requested her, and then this is the conclusion we come up with. But she also agreed that you still need those products to present it, so she need that too. She was in the same
Mm.
boat as I was. She said, Chris, I need those audio. I need the investment documentation. I need those revenue breakdown, financial breakdown. I need the
Mm.
company summary of what the company's all about. And I need
Yeah.
that video testimony. I need that interview. So she still needs the same thing. So now you understand that it's not just me. When you talk to people on the top, they already know what they need to make them successful.
Mm.
But at the same time, that's why I keep telling you, just share the plan of action with your team. And if they're meant to be, they'll stick with you. If they're not meant to be, then sometime one door's
No, it's
closed.
not. I need to keep them busy. If I'm not doing our project, I have my own personal project that I
Yeah,
can do.
and then do your personal project as well. Don't abandon your own project as of now. But once we get the first song done and
Mm.
everything is settled, now my job is much easier and her job is much easier, because now we get everything.
My phone's getting hot, right? I'm just letting you know. It's
Okay.
burning my hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Then, Kim, you have anything else to say?
No, nothing for now. I could start reaching out, Satya, now to those that I think might be interested in
Mm.
supporting us with some funds, either for us to get the reality show started or we use it for your video. I mean, we can
Yeah.
decide on that, so it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But I ask that you give us what we need so we can at least share with them, because a lot of time if I speak to them, they may not know who you are at all. So I need some of those things.
Yeah.
And also just to so the people I'm talking to, they're actually not Cambodian, so it's okay. I think for me, if I don't have the audio, but if you have it ready, that's great. Maybe there's some Cambodian
Yeah, we
team
got it
listening.
ready.
Okay, you're ready then.
And
Yeah.
we got the
Okay.
audio. We got the poster. I think it's good for now.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good for
Mhm.
now. Satya, just a personal suggestion. I wouldn't drop other things just for this project, because we're really just at the beginning, the stage. As you can see, a
Yes.
lot of brainstorming are happening.
But the thing is,
Um,
right? I can do both. I can do interview, non-stop interview, and focusing on my music, my other product. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you can time it. You can time it. So if
I,
there's certain,
yeah,
you don't have, Satya, I have 4 different type of roles. I own my own business.
yeah,
I'm an honorary counsel for Sweden. I'm a board member for AmCham, and
yeah.
I have a show that I'm creating for women empowerment. So I can tell
Mm,
you, and I just got involved with you guys now. So I can tell
mm,
you,
You can do it.
if you can find somebody busier than me, then you let me know. But if it's a passion, it will go forward and you'll find a way to do it.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, we all need to be financially supported, right?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it doesn't work for us. It doesn't work for our team. So you dedicate a certain amount of time that work on whatever's generating you income right now, and on the side you don't have to say yes to Chris if he says, "Hey, I need you to interview with so and so at this time." You said
Yep.
no.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
can only
option.
do it on the weekend in the morning, whatever, right? So
yeah.
you need to have your own
Space.
way of saying yes or no,
Yep.
Mm,
uh, prioritizing what is necessary for you. So if I have a
Yep.
client that's
mm-hmm.
waiting for my proposal, this meeting
Mm-hmm.
has to be postponed because
Yep.
this is a brainstorming session for me,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
it still has to be done. This
Yep.
brainstorm has to be done because this is a project that I also passionate about working with you. So therefore, it has to be done somehow.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm done.
Thank you,
So
Kim.
Chris, Satya,
Kim
thank you.
Some all good,
Thank you.
Satiya
Yeah, I
All
Local.
look
right.
forward to meeting
Kim,
you
thank
soon,
you.
Satya.
All
All
right.
good.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.